Enthusiasm for glass is contagious. Discourse, deforestation, firefighter exempt destination. Pathologist, plant pathology, the study of disease oftenly. Electron microscopy to help and realize the changes caused by diseases in the tissues and the organs of the body. Clinical pathology, the autopsy. Unless class is canceled, we study Deuteronomy.
What's up, y'all? Erskine the Prophet here. Today I got another video for y'all. The day this video is, I'm challenging all creationists. I don't care who they are, black, white, young, old, fat, skinny, Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, Hindu, Jewish, I don't care. I'm challenging each and every one of y'all to debate me, an evolutionist, somebody who believes in evolution, who don't believe in God or the devil at all. I'm challenging any of y'all to a debate. Debate me right here on YouTube. We can debate on Facebook. We can debate any way y'all want to. But I'm challenging each and every one of y'all to a debate. Put y'all theories up against mine. Let's see who the people believe is true. Let's see who make the most sense. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel I have to do. And no, I'm not the Antichrist. I don't hate God. I don't even believe in God to hate God. I don't believe in the devil to hate the devil. I don't believe in any of these things. And, and it's not, I just woke up one day, hey, I don't believe in nothing. No, man, I done put a lot of time, a lot of reading, a lot of studying, a lot of watching, a lot of listening, man, over years and years to come to these conclusions. And I just came to the conclusion that God isn't real. Just a concept that was just used to control us. And to be honest, if you look at the history of religion, God hasn't always been used in the most constructive ways anyway. Look at the world right now. Look at our country. Look at the world. Look at the things people are doing. Do it really look to you like God has much of an influence? That's all I'm saying. Instead of believing in those fairy tales, why don't we believe in something real that can really help humanity get to the next level? You know what I'm saying? And I guess to do that, I gotta start, I'm gonna have to start putting these false prophets in their place, I guess, so to say. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to expose the truth. And I'm gonna have to expose the lies. I speak the truth, and anybody who put those lies against my truth can't win. My logic will defeat your faith every time. My logic will defeat your deception every time. You can't win. You won't. None of y'all will win against me. And it ain't even just religion. I debate anybody in anything. That's how confident I am in my own intellect, and my own intelligence, and my own knowledge, and my own wisdom. Word up. Anybody, anything. But right now, I'm gonna stick with religion, and I'm gonna put that shit to bed right now because I'm tired of hearing it. Man, you don't know how many women I meet. I'm looking for a God-fearing man, a man who believes in God. How about getting a man who got a job? How about getting a man who can take care of you, and your children? You know what I'm saying? How about getting a man who can help with the homework, who can handle the yard work, who can fix things in the house? Man, I'm so tired of hearing that dumb shit for real. But, to each their own. I'm not that dude. And I will make it very clear, I am not a God-fearing person at all. But I do strive to live a righteous life. Make no mistake about that. I don't believe in murdering people or raping people or stealing from people or deceiving people or doing any kind of messed up shit to people. You know what I'm saying? That's not my thing. That's y'all Christians for real, mainly. Some of y'all Muslims and some of y'all Jews. That's y'all thing. That's not my thing. But I did want to talk about a few other things. This is not going to be a long video. I'm going to make this one a quick one. But I did want to talk just about a couple of things while I got y'all listening. Speaking of religious views, today I was reading about a bunch of different theories on how we may have evolved. Talking about the Neanderthals, Homo erectus, the Denisovans, the time periods, how long ago were we here? Where Neanderthals and Homo sapiens in the same place. A lot of people got a lot of different theories. But, lo and behold, it never fails when I'm on these boards and I'm reading all these intelligent things from these different people. A Christian got to pop up on there with his stupid shit. And let me just tell y'all what the Christian said. The Christian said, actually it was two Christians. I'm going to start with the first one. the first Christian said he went back to the story of Noah and Noah having 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And he started talking about how Ham had done something perverted to Noah. And the Bible does say that, in Genesis chapter 10. And he started talking about how he did something perverted to Noah. So in that case, before I even get to that part, he mentioned that on the ark, they gathered 2 of each animal. And that included the Neanderthal, the troglodyte, and any humanoid that may have existed at that time. So he's saying that they gathered up the other humanoid species of human along with the animals. And then he said because Ham had done something perverted to Noah, the Ham probably was having sex with these humanoids or hominids, whatever you want to call them, the Neanderthals, troglodytes, and so on. And he probably was having children with them, or having sex and having children with them. And he said that if you have 2 white people, they can never have a black baby, an Indian baby, or a Chinese baby, which is true. But the same also holds true for the other races. 2 black people can have a white baby or a Chinese baby, and 2 Chinese people can have a white baby or a black baby. That's true for all races. So I'm not really, that didn't even make any sense. But he went on to say that's where the non-white races came from, because Ham was having sex with the Neanderthals and the troglodytes. Now, what this idiot don't even realize is, if he really understood the story, what that story is saying in Genesis chapter 10, Noah's 3 sons basically were the progenitors of the modern species of human, meaning Shem was the father of the white race, Japheth was the father of the Asian race, and Ham was the father of the black race. Ham had a grandson named Cush, and Cush means black. So that was the whole point of mentioning that in the Bible, to let you know that Ham was the father of the black race. And this is basically saying that, these are the 3 primary races, and everybody else came from those 3 primary races of Noah's sons. And that's what the story was saying. So the story already says where black people came from. So saying that there was Neanderthals and troglodytes and Ham was having sex, that's stupid. Ham already had a black grandson with his wife named Cush. Do a little reading, dude, And that's my thing. People are just so dumb and stupid. They so quick to jump out there with this stupidity, not even taking time to think about what they're saying. But that was just idiotic and dumb. I laughed at it. And then somebody else was saying how the earth was only here for 6,000 years, and humanity only goes back 6,000 years. So I would ask him, hey, jump on a boat, go hit the Indian Ocean. There's an island on there called the North Sentinel Island. And on this island are the North Sentinelese people. They're very, very friendly people. Oh, before I get to that, they've been there like 60,000 years. 60,000. So that kind of puts that whole 6,000 theory to bed. They've been there 60,000 years. And I would invite you to get on a boat, jump on that into the ocean, and go visit them people. They're very friendly and very welcoming to natives. They love natives. So go check them out. Go talk to them. See what happens. Just had to mention those Christians on that board, because I swear, man, that's why I said, I want to debate y'all cats so bad. I don't even want it to be a Christian, to be honest. Because y'all just don't know. Y'all don't know anything about the Bible. I know way more about the Bible than y'all know. And I don't even believe in the Bible. So I really hope it's a Muslim or a Hindu or somebody else that's going to put me on my toes, make me have to really be sharp. I'll eat a Christian ass for lunch. Any Christian come on here trying to debate me, yeah, it's going to go bad for y'all. And I'm not even meaning I'm going to be rude or disrespectful, because I'm going to be courteous and polite. I'm going to just eat you up with facts. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to shake your whole faith up, to be honest. Not, like I said, not to be on no Antichrist type shit. I'm on some logical wisdom, knowledge type shit. That's what I'm on. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and just something else. I wanted to tell y'all something else that I learned today as I was reading, because I read all the time. And I'm always reading about this stuff. But I learned something in relation to evolution and complexion. And no, I'm not going to give y'all no hints or no tips on here to prepare y'all for no debate against me. But I am going to give y'all this little tidbit. And basically what it was saying was that if you're dark skinned in a hot climate, you have an evolutionary advantage, because your skin will get dark. Your dark skin, the melanin in your dark skin will protect you from the harmful rays of the sun. And because, that's an advantage. Now, there's a disadvantage to dark skin as well, though. Because the sun is always shining, and when the sun shines on your skin, it turns the cholesterol into vitamin D. So if you're dark skinned, you don't have to produce vitamin D. Your body doesn't have to because the sun is always there shining and producing it for you. So, in a hot climate where the sun is shining, that's an advantage. But now, if you're in a colder climate where you don't have as much access to the sun, a light-complected person's body will produce vitamin D because the sun is not shining to do it for them. So in that environment, a light-complected person would actually have the advantage because if you put a dark-complected person in that environment, their body doesn't produce vitamin D. And they wouldn't have the sun there to do it for them. So they would be at a disadvantage. And that just goes to show what evolution does in terms of environment. Your body will adapt and evolve, to ensure your survivability depending on what environment you're in. And now, something else to think about. Now, say if you had that dark-complected person and the light-complected person, put them together and they had a baby. Now, that person, that baby would probably have the evolutionary advantage regardless of the environment or the climate, because if they're in a hot environment where the sun is shining, their body will produce melanin and they'll get darker, to handle the rays from the sun. But if they're in a cold environment, they'll stay light and be able to still produce vitamin D. So they would have the advantage in either environment. So I just thought that was interesting in terms of, if you want to, if you're intelligent, you think for yourself, and you know what's really going on. I found that to be very interesting, in terms of evolution, because it makes the point that we evolve. Not just humans, but many animals have the ability to evolve depending on their environment and the circumstances in that environment. Now, I just wanted to hit on one other quick topic too. I was reading all day and I got onto something else. And I was reading something that said that humans and chimps have 99.8% DNA. That's almost 100%. That's saying in terms of DNA, we're almost identical. Now, there are other factors to consider, like genetics and chromosomes and all of that. But in terms of DNA, it's saying that humans and chimps are closer than chimps and gorillas or chimps and orangutans. And now, this is something else I read that kind of really took me aback, because it said the Neanderthals are 99.7% related to humans, which is saying that we're close. To me, that makes no sense. I'm not the type who read and take everything, I see as gospel. F that. I think for myself. To me, I don't understand how we could be more closely related to chimps than we are to Neanderthals, another human. That I don't understand it. I don't understand those mathematics at all. And, I think somebody needs to take another look at that, because that just don't even, how can we be closer to the chimps than to other humans? Now, I will say this. Chimps are very unique animals in the sense that they're the only apes that eat meat, and they're the only apes that actually hunt other animals. They hunt monkeys. And chimps also kill for sport or fun, which means that chimps have the ability to think. Because only an animal that kills for sport and fun has to have the ability to think about that. That's a thought process. That's not an instinct. The only other animal on the world besides humans that does that are whales/dolphins. So the only animals that kill for sport or fun are humans, chimps, whales, and dolphins. And which means that those are the only three animals that actually have the ability to formulate thoughts and have a thought process. They can think. So I know that chimps are unique in that sense, and they're more closely related to us than to the other apes. But I don't see how we could be more closely related to chimps than we are to other humans. So either those numbers are wrong or they're misrepresentative, meaning they don't really mean anything. Because I even read another study today that said that orangutans may be more closer to humans, not in terms of DNA, but in terms of physical characteristics, body structure, facial structure, the things that we do. They're saying that orangutans may actually be more closer to us. And something else, if you notice, whenever they draw depictions of us and they try to, they make us look like the ape, it's never the chimp. It's always the gorilla, if you notice. Now, I also looked up that, I was curious, so I wanted to know how close we are to gorillas. And it said we're 99.7% related to the gorillas and 99.6% related to the orangutans. So it's saying we're the most closely related to chimps and bonobos, because bonobos are pretty much the same thing as chimps. Then the gorillas, and then the orangutan. Now, also, it said in that same particular information I was reading, actually I looked up a bunch of different information. Let me clarify that. I also found out during my course of studying that chimps and humans have 15% DNA that is closer than even the chimps and the humans. Humans and gorillas have 15% DNA that's closer than anything between the chimps and the humans. So, man, that's basically all I'm figuring out here is that, man, this shit is all over the place. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to grasp anything because it's so hard to put this stuff together. Supposedly chimps and us are the closest, but orangutans and us share the most physical characteristics. Pigs can, we can exchange certain organs with pigs. The physical depictions always look more like gorillas, skull structure, all of that. So the only thing I'm gathering out of all of this is that maybe we need to start studying these apes a little bit more to figure out us a little bit more. In particular, the chimp. If he's really that closely related to us, and he can think like us, at least on certain levels, and he hunts and he meats like us, I don't know. I really don't know if we shared a common ancestor with a chimp or what. They was even talking about the fact that Neanderthal humans, like a lot of humans, have 1 to 5% Neanderthal DNA in them. Now, I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people seem to think that came from humans breeding with Neanderthals, but it could also be that humans and Neanderthals have a common ancestor, down the line. And that's why I'm gonna tell you, it seemed like if they were breeding, it would be a higher number. Like I would be thinking 20 to 30% DNA. But honestly, we just have no way to really know. It's so much we don't know. And I'm just trying to I'm trying to do it in a mathematical way. 1 + 1 always = 2. I'm trying to find the things that I know are true. And as we find more and more pieces like that, and put those pieces together, I think we'll come closer to, forming some kind of truth. But one thing I know for sure is that God didn't create us 7,000 years ago, or less than 7,000 years ago. That I know for a fact. You know what I'm saying? If you understand religion and what that's all about, basically, that story is telling you how the Semitic religion was introduced into the world. A religion that believes in one God as opposed to all of the pagan gods everybody else believed in, and introducing a system of animal sacrifice as opposed to human sacrifice, as all the pagans were doing prior to the arrival of the Semitic people, aka the Israelites, aka the Jews. You know what I'm saying, man? There's a lot of knowledge out there. Y'all just got to take the time to learn it. And it's like, y'all motherfuckers don't be knowing nothing. Y'all don't take the time to learn anything and then want to argue with somebody like me who study all the time. You know what I'm saying? Who reads all the time. All the time. Who has been amassing knowledge over a great many years. Even though I know I look pretty good. I'm saying I might look kind of young, but I got a few years on me. You know what I'm saying? But once again, the challenge has been set. It's been issued. Anybody want to debate me on creation versus evolution? Step up, step forward. Let's do it. Anybody. I don't care who you are. I have no fear debating nobody. Male, female, don't care. Anybody who think they smart enough, intelligent enough, to jump in the ring with me, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm confident. I hope you come. Like I said, I'm not going to be mean. I'm not going to be nasty. I'm going to be polite, courteous. We can keep it civil and have a real straight up debate and let the people decide who's right or who's wrong. That's where I'm at with it. All right, I said this wasn't going to be a long video, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get ready to stop it. Everybody stay safe, stay healthy, stay strong. I love y'all. I watched the video. Hey, if y'all don't know anybody, if y'all don't, none of y'all don't want to step up, man, tag one of y'all buddies. Holler somebody in church. Holler somebody in the mosque, in the temple. Hey, say it's this dude on YouTube who said he'll challenge anybody to a debate about creation versus evolution. Let's see if anybody step up. Put your name out there. Let's do this. Anyway, I love y'all. Peace.